Three-way debate tonight. Mayank Gandhi of India Against Corruption is debating tonight with Meenakshi Lekhi, who's National Vice President of the BJP Mahila Morcha and a senior Supreme Court advocate. My first question is to Mr. Keshav Rao. I'll show the pictures, Mr. Rao. And the pictures show that Congress workers are holding bricks when India Against Corruption and BKU, Bharat Kisan Union members, are peacefully headed towards Farrukhabad. Was this not enough proof that the Congress party instigated the violence?
Well, shall I repeat your own question now? Question number one is, you have seen IAC is no more a civil society movement, it is a political party. To say the IAC against the political parties, please correct yourself. Number two, you said you have seen the people with the bricks, but you have not seen perhaps people with the sticks. Whatever it is, let me first at the very outset condemn whatever happened. Whatever it is in a democracy like us, violence or even this kind of scuffles have no role to play at all, if at all you believe in democracy. Now, if this man wants to bring people from somewhere and would like to protest against me with all the kind of sticks and kind of intimidative postures, you think my workers would keep quiet. But what they have done might be wrong.
Sir, it can be argued. It can be argued. I want to just, because you correct me, you say I'm factually wrong, Mr. Keshav Rao, with all respect. I am not factually wrong. I am saying a fight between IAC and other political parties, and therefore with my introductory statements, I refer to the IAC as a political party. My follow-up question, I take the responses from both sides. Isn't it true that in Western Uttar Pradesh, it is traditional as much as it to wear a dhoti as to carry a lathi, and therefore when the BKU members come, a lathi is not a sign of an attack? Right? And there was no attack, but the pictures show physical confrontation by some Congress workers. Possibly, that was the point, sir. Please continue, sir. I'm sorry to have interrupted you.
Well, you neither stay the sword, you neither play the stakes, nor the sports the stakes. What you are trying to say is a man in the dhoti would perhaps hold the lathi and goes. But that is not the scene I am seeing there. There are being very threatening posters there, but let us not really get into it. Whoever it is, whatever be the provocation, it has no place. Okay. But here is the place, you must understand the very sequence. Sequence is, someone has gone there from outsider, threatening from the local party's local leader. So naturally the people will have motivated, but there is not that kind of this. That's what he said.
IAC is responding. You are claiming provocation because an outside political leader came into somebody's turf, which is not illegal.
With sticks.
No, which is not illegal. With sticks, you say. With sticks. Why are sticks being carried? Was there an attempt to create violence by those who were backing you?
I think Congress needs to understand it cannot intimidate us. That goon of a minister who said we are going to play with blood and if you come alive you will go dead. Now these are all his supporters and there's just 25 of them. So you are the one who challenged us, you come to this and it's our country, we will go wherever you want, you try and stop us. Don't threaten us. We are not people who can get threatened by crooks and people like you. We are going to go, this is our country, you tell us 100 times, we will go wherever you challenge us to. How dare you do that and you bring in these goons with bricks to hit us? We are not afraid of you. Please go ahead and do that. Anna has taught us that lathi goli khayenge. We are ready to take it.
No, but why, answer the question tonight. Why were IAC workers carrying sticks and rods when the local administration banned it, when the local police banned it? That was the question from the Congress representative.
No, let me answer him. These were not IAC workers, these were...
So what, they're backing you?
They were Bharatiya Kisan Union people.
But they
are Kisans who come with lathis and they were not inside.
Which were banned by the administration?
It was banned in the place where the meeting was. This was outside.
So does Kejriwal not have to take responsibility if there was a rule put out by the administration?
No, the rule was...
The situation is tense.
No, Arnab, Arnab, the rule was that they cannot take a lathi in where the whole program was. This was much outside it and the congressmen attacked them.
So you're saying the Congress was a pre-planned attack?
Not just them. They only attacked. We did not even retaliate. This was a one-sided attack and we'll continue to take this one-sided attack. We will not raise our hands on them.
I'm going to get the BJP in now. Meenakshi Lekhi, how are you viewing this?
You're not afraid of crooks.
I'm viewing it to be a political battle between the two parties, and nobody has any business to attack anybody. That I wish to state that uncategorically. And what I'm trying to see is a picture that somebody carries lathi and you try to say that it's okay, anybody who wears dhoti should carry a lathi. That is not really important, and that doesn't happen as often as it is made out to be. It's only when you take the cattle for a round to the pasture, etc. you carry.
So
lathi,
you are saying the IAC mistake was also. So what's Meenakshi? Are you telling tonight?
See, both have to take responsibility.
No, are you saying tonight? No, she's saying tonight she's debunking the argument of this being part of your traditional attire. She's responding and she's debunking the point that I made, saying it's possibly a part of traditional attire. She is saying tonight that you should have taken responsibility for the people who are coming to back you. You cannot wash your hands out. Am I correct, Meenakshi? Is that the point you're making to the IAC?
And let her complete. Congress has no business to attack them.
Okay. Yes. Go ahead.
Okay. Let me again reiterate that these are the Kisans who came there. They are not IAC volunteers. They came in their traditional attire with the lathi. They were not in that area where lathi was not allowed. For
those
Meenakshi,
pictures, you see them taking the lathis.
It's much outside. It's much outside the program.
They weren't going to drop the lathis and, you know,
they were going to submit the lathis at where the program was. Of course, that was the plan. Now but for Meenakshi to say, Meenakshi who knows, I'm sure, I hope the whole country knows that it is the congressman who relentlessly attacked our people. For her to justify this, I am very sorry to say, this is unacceptable.
I'm sorry, I'm not justifying. I've made that statement. Nobody can attack anybody. I have made that statement.
So you look at the congressman attacking us with the bricks. Why don't you utter a word?
No. I cannot justify any congressman attacking anybody. At the same time, you are making it out to be that lathi is part of the attire and they were carrying it casually is also as much an incorrect statement. That's what I'm trying to say.
Are you responding tonight? You're holding yourself back, Meenakshi Lekhi. Are you responding very, very carefully to India against corruption simply because you believe that if you come out and you support them on a statement of fact that you would be helping promote a political party that's possibly going to eat into your own space? Is that a bigger concern for you than the merits of the case at hand, Meenakshi Lekhi?
Sometimes we need to...
There are I don't know how many registered parties in this country. So let there be one more. I don't care. This is not a bi-party system anyway. So don't make it out to be what is wrong, wherever it is wrong, needs to be condemned.
Sometimes we have to stop thinking as BJP and Congress and we have to think as Indians. Look at the way these people have been hit and you are justifying it.
And what I'm trying to say
I think you must think as an Indian, as a sensitive person, rather than the way you are taking party stance all the time.
As a law-abiding citizen, you see, if I'm carrying the cattle to pasture and I carry a stick, that's a separate story. If I
think you should go to Uttar Pradesh and see how they dress and how they move.
It gives a different meaning. So there are different meanings attached to who I am, where I am, and the manner of my conduct. So the manner of conduct of the IAC supporters needs to be questioned.
Anyway, that's your
call. As much as the Congress people need to be questioned for attacking them.
Do you agree to what Salman Khurshid said, playing with blood and not going alive? Do you agree to that also?
Absolutely not. Who can agree with that?
Then how can you agree to somebody eating with bricks?
Nobody has any business to hit anyone with bricks. Have you not heard me? Are you deaf? That's the first statement I have made. At the same time, I'm condemning your act of carrying lathis.
Is this what it's going to come down to, Mr. Keshav Rao? Is this what our politics will now come down to?
And now Mr. Salman Khurshid has been promoted as the foreign minister.
Please, let me answer. this is for the IAC to reply whether the politics are going to come down to that level. Question is this, let me, like Meenakshi, let me again submit that I condemn tooth and nail any attacks or any scuffles between the two political parties, even their rivals. They can really argue it out and whatever it is, but this we condemn. But number two, please see your own pictures on the screen. It is the lathis are being brandishing. It is not a traditional carrying lathis, please. It is not even dhotiwalas who are doing it, please. They are hitting 2 or 3 people that you can easily see. And still you see it is a traditional thing like a pastors were taking the lathis. Please forget about it. So number 2, I think we also
no. If the lathis are being carried, Mr. Keshav Rao, and if that's a contravention of the law set out, it is for the local police to act, not for Congress workers to do a counter attack with bricks. That is taking the law into their own hands.
You kill me.
No scuffle. It's just an attack on our people.
Mr. Arnab, don't tell me about political things. You break my head and say the police will come and take note of it and not me.
But they did not.
Forget about it. This
but
is not the way.
Did that.
The way you are come and attack. No, you just see your own pictures are shown, but nothing else. Nobody is hit except one person, and another person is thrown to the drain. So there is a scuffle there. We are trying to make real hype about the small truth there. But question is this: we should first condemn whatever this kind is, because this should not be the order of the day tomorrow.
Do you condemn Mr. Salman Khurshid's statement?
My friend from the IAC. I am not agreeing. I have made it clear on your own TV that perhaps he has said it in even in a sensitive fashion. He should have avoided it. A senior man like that.
And now he has been promoted.
But I said the context.
He's now been promoted as the.
No, but that's an internal. My question, my only concern tonight is this. Mr. Keshav Rao, I still am saying this. I am not taking sides. I am not. I am still saying a reporter on the ground still puts a question. 1 minute. A reporter on the ground, and it's a.
You are not taking.
Mr. Keshav Rao, one of our best reporters and anchors, has reported this story from the ground. Sanket Upadhyay, I hold him in high esteem. And Sanket told me that the exact story of who initiated the clash is still a bit of a mystery. But some footage shows people wearing caps which reveal their identity as possibly Congress workers holding bricks. And my only question there is simply this, and I put this question to Meenakshi Lekhi. We are going to have to cool the tempers, Meenakshi, so that the debate does not become physical. Argue on corruption, argue on scams, argue on exposés, argue on everything.
No, but somebody tries to twist my statement. Somebody tries to twist my statement within a time span of 1 minute, I'm going to take an offense to that. And the language which is understood best needs to be spoken.
No, you're talking about Mayank Gandhi, so I want to settle this. I have 1 minute. 1 second. Which part was twisted? You have a right to correct that, and then Mayank has a right to respond. Either he takes back his words tonight or he clarifies. Yeah, go ahead then. 1 minute more.
I'll tell you, the first statement, the opening line of my debate today was that I condemn any kind of violence and Congress needs to answer. And nobody has any business to beat up anyone. Now Mayank tried to reduce it that as if I have not spoken, and true to the colors of IAC, put Congress and BJP in the same baggage, which is not called for, because we are the strongest opposition in this country, and every point that we have taken, they have picked up from us. That's number one. And today again, when I questioned Congress, but at the same time, I also questioned carrying of lathis to them, he tries to say as if I'm attacking him and I'm not questioning Congress, which is an incorrect statement. And for that reason, because he tried to twist and put the accusations on me, I used the language I did use, that you don't hear what I have said. It's basically that.
Would you want to take that back?
And one more point which I need to say.
Would you concede you possibly misinterpreted her point that we settle this part out? You know, we'd settle this part out. You possibly misconstrued what she said there. In your attempt to try and put Congress and BJP on the same bracket, she's accusing you of that. Respond and we wrap this up tonight.
No, all I'm saying is that in this whole attempt to have Congress and IAC scuffle, when she did not know the facts that we were plainly attacked, how could she just put both of us together? We were not We were not the attackers.
Okay.
We took the brunt of the entire attack. For her to say that both of them are guilty is something that is unacceptable. That's all I'm saying. She does not know the facts, maybe.
I haven't said that.
Maybe Mayank, she doesn't know the facts.
Mayank, I have said they are guilty of attacking you, and violence is condemnable. In no uncertain terms, I have spoken
that. If you said that, there's no issue.
While your action is questionable, when people go with lathis, it is not peaceful.
It is not peaceful.
To give a message.
And when you
political battle, you are free to give message. But if you are going to give a message of this kind, it also amounts to provoking violence.
I will play those pictures tonight as I thank Keshav Rao, Meenakshi, Keshav Rao, Meenakshi, Keshav Rao.
No, may not have used. So you are not guilty of using violence. They are guilty of using violence.
I think you should have been.
One second, Keshav Rao wants to say something, so I'm going to let him come in before I wrap up. Yes, Mr. Rao, you wanted to come in very quickly.
No. With all respect to Meenakshi, I know to save our own ground. She is saying, I condemn the attack. I first want to know who has attacked. The attack is one who has carried the sticks.
I want to say one point, Arnab, I want to make one statement.
Ladies and gentlemen, wrapping up. Short of time.
Arnab, I have one statement to make. Please allow me that.
Short of time, but yes, quickly. 15 seconds.
You see, this whole thing is happening in UP. And knowing that IAC and Congress are having heated discussions and Faizabad specifically sensitive right now, under those circumstances, I think law and order is a state machinery subject, and state needs to maintain that whoever violates the law, whoever does whatever, there has to be a proper inquiry, and state seems to be
what
silent
has happened in Farrukhabad is unacceptable.
UP government needs to be answered.
What has happened in Farrukhabad is unacceptable.
I agree.
Whoever started, whoever's responsible, this is not what we want. This is not what we should get. Mulayam Singh Yadav, Akhilesh should note that this happened in his state. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.